What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the 100-line Last Defense Academy. This is a game that's been on my radar a little while. I've talked about it once or twice before, and just looks phenomenal. Looks like a game that's right up my alley, especially being a fan of Danganronpa, and I actually really liked Master Detective Archives. I know that wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but the game is just a few days from releasing, April 24th. The review scores just dropped, and I don't want to go too deep, but I do want to talk about some of like the general things that keep popping up in the reviews. But you know what? Much better than I was hoping for this, okay? But I wasn't really expecting it. I mean, you think about Danganronpa, those are pretty high games, but like Master Detective Archives, I don't know. I thought this game would probably be in somewhere in like the 70s territory. It actually right now is at an 85 on Metacritic based off 15 reviews. So this is not a game going out to 100 critics. This is not a game. I mean, I don't think anybody really thinks this is a game that's going to sell, 10, 15, 20 million, or it's going to like break the internet. But, that's a very good score. And what I think you see, and again, some of the main things I kind of just want to touch upon, they talk about all of these different endings, right? There's 100 unique endings in the game. And the number one thing I saw, even from just reading like short little Twitter, blurbs kind of reviews, now I read a couple from start to finish, but they're not kidding. These endings seem legit. These endings seem very definitive or distinct, right? Where it's like, okay, you do one, then go back and do another, and they're going to feel very different. I mean, actually, another thing that I kept seeing time and time again, this is the biggest game that we've ever gotten from not just the studio, but like any of the higher creatives that work at the studio. Think of their longest game. I think the narrative director maybe has worked on Persona 5 Tactica. Just think about anything, okay? This game's longer than any of those. I saw a couple that said between like 30, 40, 50 hours to just beat it once. Now, those people kind of made it sound like you would have to put like 5,000 hours into it to do everything. I think there is one reviewer that did everything, okay, and beat it, like the 100 different endings. Now, I don't know what kind of like save techniques they used, but I think they said it took them 140 hours to beat the game and to do that, right? To basically 100% it. So this is a incredibly meaty game. People have talked very highly of the visuals, very reminiscent in that way of Danganronpa, feels like kind of, a spiritual successor of sorts, but pretty much everything you kind of want to hear. Like, it's got the length to it where it's kind of got that highly like repetitive but still like good feeling grind to it. It's got the characters that they all kind of stand out in their own way. The story is good. Like, everything about this game right now seems like it's very, very strong. And again, that's really, look, I mean, ultimately we all have to kind of make our own, decisions on the game once it comes out, but this is really some of the best stuff I think you could have hoped for. And you see from the reviews, by the way, like a lot of RPG sites, a lot of people that are into this kind of stuff. And I think that's fair, by the way. Like, I'm not saying that as a negative thing. Like, this is a type of game, I think it's always looked like this. Like, you look at any of the trailers, any of the breakdowns, like, I feel like basically what these reviews have done and said is if you think this is your type of game, it's going to be your type of game. I sincerely do not believe that this game is going to grab people that are just not into this stuff. I really do think this stuff kind of has to be your cup of tea. But then, okay, well, once you take that step, does it do a good job, right? If you're into these type of things, does it do a good job in that genre? And it seems like the answer is overwhelmingly yes. So this is a busy week. You got Oblivion Remaster. You got Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This is a game that I've kept my eye on, and I really do want to get. It's hard with the other games, but I got to be honest, the positive stuff I'm hearing, I'm going to get this game no matter what. At some point, I'm going to get this game. It's just when do I get it? These reviews are really pushing me to feel like, okay, maybe I got to try to swing this week or something. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.